Alright guys, how's it going? We're going to go right into the message. So we're going to go right into scripture. It's 1 Corinthians 13. Should be popping up on your screen. It says, "If I speak in tongues of men or of angels, but I do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and I can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains, but I do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but I do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres." The last thing I like in the next verse, it says, "Love never fails." So in this passage, one of the most recurring words is love. It says that in the first verse, if you don't speak in love, that they hear a clanging gong. So when you say things that are not in the interest of others, but in the interest of yourself, they hear this. Right? So when you say things like this, "Here's what you did wrong," they hear this. They hear that. When you say, "I hate," or on Facebook, "Here's my political views," here's what they hear. "You know, you really should watch what you..." "Here's what I think about the people of that group." And all they hear is a clanging gong. You see, I say this in love. That's what people hear when you don't say things in love. They hear a cowbell ringing in their ear. And we have to be careful, because the people who hear the clanging gong when we speak our opinions about a certain subject, when we say hateful things about a certain subject, those same people, when we speak the gospel, now might not listen to you, because they are afraid of having another clanging gong in their ears. They're afraid for their ears to be ringing, right? So when you speak the gospel, they're just turned off because that you're on mute, because they don't want to hear clanging gongs again. When you speak the gospel, which is all about love and all about grace and the thing that they need to hear, they don't get to hear it. If you say hurtful things to a friend, even if it's in a joking way, they hear a clanging gong. I don't have a clanging gong, but I do have a cowbell, and it's just as annoying. Eventually, if you keep saying things that are hurtful, that are not in love, eventually that friend is going to move on and not be your friend. When you're typing on Facebook, your freedom of speech, your opinions of a group of people, but it's not in love, you're just making noise. You're just making people angry. And if you're a Christian, you could be pushing people away from God. If you don't say things in love, honestly, people aren't going to take you seriously anymore. Yeah, that guy over there, just ignore him. He just says mean things. So how do we make sure when we speak, people don't hear this? So when we read the Bible, it talks about love often. And in the scripture that we just talked about, it talks about love. And in the Bible, there are 4 types of love. The first type is eros, which is romantic love. Oh, I love you, I fall in love with you. And a guy and a girl falls in love, right? Romantic love. The next one is philium. That's brotherly love. Yeah, bro, love you, man, right? And then the next one is storge. That's family love. Your mom will always say, you don't know the kind of love I have for you. I brought you into this world, right? That's family love. And the next one is agape love. And that is God's love. When it talks about loving in this passage that we talk about, it's actually talking about agape love, which is God's love. And actually, the definition of agape is often pulled from this passage that we just... So let's go ahead and we're going to read 1 Corinthians, starting at verse 13, verse 4. So it says, and I'm going to substitute agape in this. So it says, God's love is patient. God's love is kind. It does not envy. God's love does not boast. God's love is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. God's love is not easily angered. God's love keeps no record of wrong. God's love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. God's love protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. And then God's love never fails. See how powerful that is, knowing that is God's love. That's God's love for you. So let's go back and we're going to go ahead and read verse 1 again. But this time we're going to intersect love with agape love, the never-ending love. So it says this in 13:1. If I speak in tongues of men or of angels, but I do not have God's love in me, the never-ending love of God inside of me, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. There's your answer right there. How do you not sound like a clanging gong? You have God's love inside of you. What does that mean? It means that you let God's love shine through you. You can't do this on your own power. When you do this by yourself, you sound like a clanging gong. But if you let God love through you, amazing things can happen. So when you have your opinions, when you have your thoughts, run them by God. Let God speak through you instead of you speak for yourself, because better things can happen if God's love is shining through you. Guess what? The people around you, when you let God's love them, they're going to not know what hit them. They're going to be like, oh my goodness, what is this type of love? Because God's love is special. It's never ending. It never fails. It is all consuming. It is so amazing. And when you let God's love shine through you, you're giving them a glimpse of God. You're giving them a glimpse of the gospel. So my encouragement to you is when you have thoughts that are negative towards someone, don't say them. And instead pray to God. God, please, at this moment, please help me love these people. Guess what? God's love will shine through. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. And let God's love shine through you, because it's awesome. It's so great. And it'll change yourself if you do that. Have a good day.